What if I ask you what these African leaders have in common? What will you say? Well, I don't know your thoughts, but for me, I would say they are patriotic leaders who were killed by the West for challenging the colonial status quo. They were killed on the premise that they were tyrants and dictators. But guess what? They were replaced by European acceptable tyrants. Thomas Sankara, for instance, was assassinated and replaced by Compaoré, who went on and ruled for 27 years. Compaoré's regime was marked with human rights violation and corruption, but the West were okay with that. They never preached democracy to him. It took the revolt of Burkinabés to topple Compaoré, while the preachers of democracy looked the other way. Second instance is Patric Lumumba, the first prime minister of DR Congo, who was killed in a coup that was supervised by Belgium and the United States CIA. Lumumba was replaced by Moubu Siso, a man who went on and ruled for 31 years amid human rights abuses, corruption, mass execution, and nepotism. The United States, regardless of all these flaws, worked with Mobutu. Mobutu was in fact their greatest ally in Africa in the 60s and 70s. Muammar Gaddafi is another example. Gaddafi was tagged dictator and a terrorist financer by the West. He was killed by Arab forces backed by NATO. Libya, whose economy was the envy of the world during the reign of Gaddafi, is now in shambles after his death. The West say they want democracy in Africa, right? But we still have African leaders who have been president forever now. But the West keep mute about it. But once someone who has the people's interests at heart comes up, the sermons about democracy will be flying right, left, and center. This is the double standard of the West. I'll be posting a longer content about these great men in my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to watch this interesting and thought-provoking story in my channel. Thank you. See you there.